Oh, am I on here? Hey, Taurus-Gemini. Welcome in, y'all. Hey, Queen. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to get into your astrology messages here. We got some really clear cut and direct messages in our meditation and channeling session that's available for all YouTube channel members at the moment. And then once we're done with this round for the love readings that we'll do next, it'll just be available for the thorns, okay? But thank you guys so much for tuning into this reading. I'm very grateful that you are here. My name is Gabrielle, for those of you that might be new, and you're tuned in to Cusp of Roses. Thank you for allowing me to read for you in this moment. And we are going to go ahead and burn the solar plexus chakra here for you, Taurus-Gemini. Okay, we were also getting some crown energies. Our members were also feeling some root chakra energies, so you might be sharing in that, feeling in that sensation as well. But we're going to start with the solar here because it does seem like you need some sort of fire to really get you to commit to your confidence in your ability to make something happen, okay? We got a beautiful message of you will be everything you said you would be. Mark my words on that, okay? And there is absolutely an Ace of Pentacles with your name on it that's coming through, but there is absolutely on the other end of it some sort of energetic manipulation, mind games, coming from people around you, people connected to you, not really wanting to see you have it all. You know what I mean? More or less from a jealous or envious space, from an unhealed space, okay? We were also getting some vibes around you really needing to focus in on your own healing, okay? If you are the type to pour yourself into work to avoid feeling emotions, it's time to feel those feels, all right? So that was just kind of a little recap. But again, if you would like to join us for this round of meditation and channeling sessions, I'd love to have you on the YouTube side of memberships, okay? That link is in the description box below. And then we will have an extended for this reading over on Patreon, okay? For those of you that might be more or less interested in the more in-depth how you can navigate the energies that come forward in this read, all right? But let's go ahead and light your incense. I'm going to sound my singing bowl 1 to 3 times, depending on how I intuitively feel guided to clear and set the energy for you here, Taurus-Gemini. Please feel free to do whatever grounding or gratitude practice feels right for you in this moment, all right? I'm going to also, feeling kind of guided to start praying out loud here with you guys on the main public live, okay? So I feel like I'm going to do that this time around, and maybe we'll continue to do that as long as, yeah, I think we need it. I think we all need a little bit of prayer, yeah? All right, here we go. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, thank you so much for being here with me. And with the Taurus-Gemini collective of energy tuning into this reading, any cross watchers, and anyone who feels drawn to this message, I thank you so much for grounding us in your energy, in your balance of light and dark, and love, and for covering us and closing any doors that do not lead to you. We thank you so much for that protection, for your guidance, your wisdom, and your clarity in this moment, for those that need it. We love you, and so it is. All right. Let's see what you got going on around you. I feel like I want to just jump straight into it, okay? Yeah, let's do it. What's around Taurus-Gemini right now in the cosmos? What's happening? All right, we got the 6th house. Oh, yeah, my YouTube members. Focusing in on that health, right? Yeah. I was sensing that. We got establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. So something about what you do in the practical world or in your material world here, Taurus Gemini, may no longer be practical for you, right? Maybe there's a need to switch up some sort of routine that you've implemented to kind of, I just heard, bulldoze through something. There's a need to find more balance for sure, okay? Need to find more balance. What else? Okay, what else is around? Saturn is around you here, okay? We've got the energy of Sagittarius and Pisces, and the energy of Aries, okay? So Saturn, feeling restricted, experiencing struggle, learning hard work and patience. Sagittarius being about optimism, exploration, and freedom. Pisces bringing in intimacy, intuition, and compassion. And Aries bringing that energy of independence, bravery, and passion. Now, interestingly enough for me, and I was telling this to my YouTube members, I sense and kind of feel the spring equinox, ink? Something about ink. Something hasn't been inked yet, or something is solidified in ink. That's interesting. The equinox, okay, or equinox, however you want to say it, won't really start or really kind of cement itself in the collective energy until after this full moon on the 25th. So really the 26th and beyond, which also kind of aligns with Aries season for me as a reader, okay? So Aries being here with Saturn in the 6th house, it feels like in Aries season, Saturn is kind of stepping in to kind of get you to be a bit more disciplined around your health, around your wellness, around the routine things or habits, right? That could also be Virgo 6th house energy, your habits. So whatever your 6th house is, for those of you that might not know, count forward from your rising or ascendant sign, okay? That would be your 6th house energy. Needs to definitely be looked at here, okay? So maybe Aries is in the 6th house for you. Maybe Saturn or Capricorn is, or Saturn's in your 6th house, or Sagittarius or Pisces, okay? So yeah, oh, that's interesting, right? Whether you need to find a better balance and routine with your own independence, following your passions, or being brave on a more regular basis, getting out of a comfort zone, whether you need to find a better routine of incorporating optimism, exploring more things, or finding more moments of freedom in your day-to-day life. Or some of you could also be building better routines around your own intimacy with self, with source, with God, with your family, with friends, lovers, right? Finding a deeper intimacy and better routine in activating your intuition and utilizing compassion, not only for yourself, but for those connected to you, okay? All right, so all of that could mean something. Take it only as it resonates. What else? Yeah, we've got the 5th house. Keeps coming out. Playful energy, passion, children, confidence, and creativity. Absolutely. So you are going to have to be confident in your ability to get creative around maybe some sort of problem that you might have here, especially if it deals with other people. There's that fire I was feeling in the channeled messages. Hold on. Let me just make sure this is all in alignment. And the 4th house also channeled that. Yeah. All right. Confidence, optimism, passion, bravery, Aries, Leo, Sag. And the 4th house, cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. Okay. I heard bring a little piece of home everywhere you go. Oh, wow. So I believe we bring a piece of home everywhere we go because home is in the heart, right? Home is where the heart is, but the heart is always with you. So wherever you are and wherever you tap in and connect to, your heart can be a home, okay? Maybe you've given your heart as a home to many people here, Taurus, Gemini, and that could definitely be something that's coming up where you maybe want to restrict access to yourself. I almost feel like with the 6th house, you might be going into a bit of a hermit energy, for the right reasons though, for the right reasons. Yeah. All right, you got Pluto and air energy, okay, and Cancer again showing up, so complementing that 4th house. Transform, open-mindedness, and objectivity. Thinking outside of the box. Whew. Thinking outside of the box when it comes to union. Yeah, there is some sort of opposition to some sort of union, merger, or coming together that you are desiring to experience, that you want, or that someone wants with you. So whether you're kind of, I don't know, maybe some of you are in the dark around this, like you don't even have an idea that someone wants to bring some form of union to you. Okay. Yeah, these cards are bending, but I honestly feel like for a lot of you, this is about being in union with yourself, being in union with what you want, what you desire, what you see for your life and your future, and not allowing the desires and wants of others to steer your path where it doesn't have to. Now, I'm not saying don't collaborate. I'm not saying don't consider other people in your choices. It's just when it really comes down to it at the end of the day, whatever the choice may be, whatever the situation, who does it truly affect, right? And then all that will be affected by it, yes, take into consideration. But at the same time, Taurus, Gemini, you're the one that has to live with the decision, not everybody else, right? It can affect other people's paths for sure. So I feel that really heavily. And maybe that's why there's a lot of energies trying to get their bid in or trying to get their opinion in your ear, so that whatever choice you make or decision you make benefits them, right? But what I do feel is this desire to want to come into union with some more playful, lighthearted, fun energy. Maybe things have just been really heavy lately. Okay, especially when it comes to family. Especially when it comes to family. So there is a point of tension and a power struggle in a family dynamic that needs to shift and change here, okay? For some of you guys. And if it's not, it's your own connection to your roots. So again, that root chakra could be very significant. That needs to be looked at, because there's something pulling at the root or pulling up the root. It's almost like, Taurus, Gemini, I don't know if you can relate to this or not, but it's like you've planted seeds, but people keep digging them up. You go plant the seed and then it keeps getting pulled up by the root. That's interesting. Or maybe you feel like you need to uproot your family to be in a different environment, to be in a more harmonious situation, and something that either challenges the mind. So this could actually be centered around your children if you do have them. Like realizing like, my child's mind or their creativity isn't being stimulated in this school or in this program, or, there isn't a lot of opportunity for them in this city. So maybe you want to uproot your family and plant them somewhere where things feel just a bit more free. Thank you, Spirit. Pointing me right back to Sag. Feel a bit more free and less restricted, like with that Saturn energy. Okay, so that's what's around you. Let's see what's going on directly with you here, Taurus, Gemini. Thank you so much, Spirit. What are the direct energies, influences, aspects, elements that are connected and supporting and guiding Taurus, Gemini right now through source energy? Thank you. Oh, the sun. Members, come on now. Come through. Yes, the sun. The sun with cardinal at the bottom. Instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. So Aries season, Cancer season, Libra season, and Capricorn season of the new astrological year are going to be very, very significant for you, Taurus, Gemini, to self-express and embody your truth. So like I said, come March 26th, if you're watching this with me in real time, express your truth, embody your truth. Put all your energy, all your effort into doing so, because it feels like that's what's going to move you along. If you're feeling stuck and stagnant right now, okay, so the sun tied into you, maybe even your own season. Your birthday season could be significant as well, okay? And you've got Neptune. Dream and transcend. Okay. There's that Piscean energy and the North Node. Yeah. North Node being in Pisces, Aries energy. So there you go. What you're destined to have. Bottom of the deck as the overall energy for Taurus, Gemini's astrology. Oh, honorable mentions the 9th house, Sagittarius again. So something about Sag season, or maybe you're connected to a Sagittarius. Maybe you have Sag in your chart. Okay. Somebody might be very optimistic that whatever situation you might be in will grow. Okay. or that desire for freedom is actually aligning you with some form of spiritual growth. So again, if you feel called to uproot yourself, it is for purpose. It is for purpose because you have Aquarius, originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. We're in the age of Aquarius right now. Pluto came out. Pluto's in Aquarius, right? So this is going to be a time for major, major spiritual growth for you, Taurus, Gemini, so long as you choose it and allow it. Okay. Bottom of the deck as the overall energy. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Cardinal. There we go. Okay. So the North Node is attached to a cardinal energy, Aries. We're headed into that season. Okay, I heard this is where you get your mojo back. Whatever that means to you. This is where you start to get your mojo back. So if your dreams feel bigger than life, if you are also vividly dreaming right now, Taurus, Gemini, pay attention as much as possible to what sticks with you when you wake up. It doesn't have to be the whole dream, but what sticks with you when you wake up. Definitely talk to your angels, your guides, your ancestors, God about that, source about that. So what's important about this self-expression and what is the truth? Sun in Gemini, the Ten of Swords. So maybe you feel stifled in your self-expression here with the star again, the sun. Aquarius energy. Maybe you feel like you're too out of the norm, out of pocket, outlier type of energy, like your ideas, your thoughts, your self-expression is too different from the environment that you're in. Maybe that's why I'm also getting like cultural, needing to uproot and find a more harmonious environment for yourself. Clarify the Ten of Swords and the Sun. Oof, there's the moon. So any sort of okay, right, because the sun can also be identity, ego, the self. Sun connects to the first house for me, just as an entity. Sun and the moon, right? And it's an eclipse. Whatever sort of self-expression, whatever sort of embodied truth you have been carrying, living out up until this point, up into this eclipse season, Taurus, Gemini, is phasing out. It no longer is you. You are no longer that ego. You are no longer that mask. That mask is melting, it's coming off, and it needs to, because the true you, the North Node, all that's destined for you is at play here, okay? All that's destined for you is at play. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Pentacles, okay? So something about this shift is going to feel a bit risky. This is another energy of feeling like an outsider, feeling left out in the cold. But actually, you have one more pentacle than you did when you were at the Four, when you were comfortable. So it's learning how to have faith. It is a test of faith with the Five of Pentacles. It's Taurus energy. It is you. It's trusting that taking this leap of faith is going to lead to a new story. Okay? Wheel of Fortune. Pivot energy, Jupiter energy. Something isn't, the ink hasn't dried. That's that ink. Nothing is inked yet. Nothing is set in stone just yet. So I almost feel like you have a little bit of time here, a little bit, right? A little bit of time to kind of really figure and sort yourself out here, Taurus, Gemini, to prepare for this eclipse season and what is being eclipsed out of your life. All right? Tell me a little bit more. Thank you. All right, you got the Six of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be successful in allowing that sort of idea of self to transform, like we saw with the Pluto energy. So you are going to conquer that Ten of Swords, okay, once the sun maybe moves into Aries energy. And you got the Emperor. Wow. Look at the alignment. Thank you, Spirit. Take control, take charge of your dreams, take charge of your transcendence of some sort of karmic persona, I feel here, Taurus Gemini, meaning it was serving you for a purpose. It no longer serves this new North Node energy that's coming in. Therefore, it has to be sacrificed. Neptune is all about that. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of ego here, okay? And we all have it. We all have it. And again, you do not want to kill your ego. Please do not do that. Your ego keeps you safe. Your ego keeps you alive. Okay? What it does, the ego just simply transforms. It transforms to fit the new you, the new version of self, the new sense of representation that is going to get you to where you need to go. Okay, you got the Eight of Cups. So there is going to be a bit of an emotional detachment from this version of self. Okay. Some of you could also be seeing oh Lord, you could be seeing a past lover in your dreams. Don't freak out about that, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean that they're coming back or that, I feel guided to say that. You don't have to overthink that. Could be a King of Pentacles, an Aries, or another Taurus energy. Don't freak out about that. I think this is just a bit of, I want to call it a reminder. I want to call it a reminder of how far you've come, Taurus Gemini, a reminder of what you've had to go through to learn. Okay, so again, I think any remnants, maybe even if this is like a recent past lover, any sort of remnant energy around that is going to fade off here. You are going to overcome it. Okay. Yeah. Because what you're destined to have is some sort of union. There's that conjunction. There's that merger, right? There's that coming together. Tell me a little bit more here in the Ace of Wands. Yeah. Right. Very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Okay. I feel like, especially if this is past love for somebody, okay, whatever you did go through in that situation, and maybe it was very controlling, King of Pentacles, Emperor, and that energy can definitely denote that. It either hasn't allowed you to give up hope in actually coming into union or connection with like-minded, like-hearted individuals. And even if not like-minded, because I think it is good to connect with people who see the world differently than you, right? But like-hearted for sure. Like-spirited, maybe. Okay, maybe this felt like a kindred spirit. Maybe this was a very deep soul connection that you experienced that maybe has been a bit hard to evolve out of, or has somehow become a part of your identity in some way that spirit is trying to phase out, all right? And then what's peeking out here? You got the Five of Swords. Yeah. Okay. And this is the opposition I was channeling coming in with the Queen of Cups, who also showed up in that channeled message. Yeah. Two of Cups. Right. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's all coming back out. Clarify this Two of Cups. I don't even want to spend too much time on the Five of Swords. I feel like a lot of you already have an inkling. There you go. An inkling as to those opinions coming in and why they're coming in and what they may be trying to get you to second guess, which is this Ace of Wands coming from the divine, coming from source to get you into union with something that is absolutely destined, your North Node. Right? Okay, tell me more about this Two of Cups and how it connects to the Sun and Neptune. Thank you. The Eight of Wands, yeah. Swiftly. Yeah, I think that there is, and here's the Queen of Wands at the bottom, which is Pisces, Aries energy for me, which is still kind of the season we're in. And there's that Hermit, yeah. This North Node energy. Okay, this Ace of Wands is going to lead you to Hermit. It is going to pull you into a bit of isolation, but that isolation is going to be good for you. King of Wands, so we have pairs floating around each other with the Four of Wands and the Ace of Wands, a lot of fire, right? So definitely tap into your solar plexus to make sure you're keeping your energy, your vitality strong for yourself. And make sure that you are closing off any sort of connections here, Taurus Gemini, that truly drain you or that want to have dominion over you or conquer you, especially if this is showing up in the dream, okay? Understand that it is just your dream space. Don't freak. I feel like I have to keep saying that. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Okay? It's just reminding you of your own power, I feel. It's reminding you to take back your power. So that could have been a relationship or a situation, yeah, that maybe you feel you gave a lot of your own personal power to. So I feel like I'm speaking to a specific group of you who do have maybe reoccurring dreams of a toxic past connection, a person that you were dealing with. I definitely feel heavily romantically, okay? It is just a reminder when that shows up to step into your power more. Take back your power more, okay? Right? Now, this Nine of Swords with the Hermit. Something about being alone scares you, Taurus Gemini. But this is why this cardinal energy is coming in. Instigation, bravery, a pioneering spirit. It does take a lot of courage to be the hermit. Because it is isolation. It is a lack of human connection and more connection to nature, more connection to God's source, energy. Okay, and we're going to talk a little bit more about why the Nine of Swords is there over in the extended, okay? And you got the Nine of Cups. Because that's exactly where your focus needs to be. Right? What actually fills you up here? What's your own personal happiness? What can you claim or what do you need to claim as your own sense of happiness and joy? And it might stress you out that you might have to cut yourself off from certain people. It could. But I feel like this North Node energy is only going to keep calling you. It's only going to keep pulling you until you listen to it, until you follow it, okay? So as much as possible, try to be brave as much as possible for the sake of your own happiness, your own sense of fulfillment, your own joy, outside of anybody else's desires for you. I feel like this is a season for everybody in the collective of centering the self. No longer centering other people. Center God, center source, center self. Okay, everything else and anyone else connected to those pathways will open up or close off. And there is going to be a need to surrender to that. And I think that's just a little bit of the hang up here for you, okay? And that's fine. That's normal. That's natural. But I get that there could be an energy coming in trying to get you to second guess your North Node, your true destined path. So talk to God, talk to Spirit, talk to your angels and your ancestors about that if that resonates for you, okay? For clarity. All right, we're going to talk a little bit more about what your personal happiness looks like again over on Patreon. We're then going to see what type of archetypal energy you might need to step into here, Taurus Gemini, to help you navigate this energy and this pivot that I feel you're about to make. We do have the hero at the bottom for a little bit of a sneak peek. Okay, the Sunburst Rose, 36 could be a significant number here, or the number 9. All right, and then we're going to use the Spirit Junkie affirmations deck just to kind of give you some words of encouragement to see what can support you through these navigating these waters, navigating this hermit energy that you're absolutely being called into. And again, it's that 6th house, Virgo, right? Virgo Libra for me as the hermit, needing to find balance. And some of you, balance is going to come in solitude. And I do feel like that's uncomfortable for you, or it stresses you out because maybe you are tied to a lot of people or are responsible for a lot of people, right? Take it only as it resonates, but I trust that Spirit is going to show you how to best hermit for your situation, okay? But I send a prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle, and it feels like you are those beings, okay? Miracles are coming. Miracles are happening for you, Taurus Gemini. Believe in them. Trust in them. I definitely feel like the universe is trying to show up and step up and carve out and fire you up to pioneer a path forward or go against the grain in a way that is a bit stressful, or maybe it pulls you out of a comfort zone for sure. All right. Let me know if any of that resonates with you in the comments down below. I hope that this reading was helpful and insightful for you all and what you might be going through and dealing with. Okay. Remember, you know yourself better than any reader. Trust yourself. Talk to God, talk to Spirit about it. But let me know if anything we talked about here connects with your path in the comments. I love to hear that from you. But I thank you for allowing me to read for you in this moment. And if I don't see you over on Patreon for the extended, and I don't see you in our next pre-channeled meditation and channeling session over on the YouTube membership side, I will see you all in our next live. All right? Namaste.